So today we'll be talking about a DA based out of Atlanta, Georgia. She has some notable cases under her belt as well as working her way upwards in the system, and she has rather large political goals, I would say. She's taking down or working on taking down such people as Young Thug, YFN Lucci, and most notably, Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump might have been a little more than she could handle, and she probably should have realized how much power she had versus him. I don't think anyone was complaining when she took someone named Young Thug off the streets or something like that, but she gets at Donald Trump, and Donald Trump got that PI money, so he started doing a little bit of digging, and it's kind of landed her in a little bit of hot water.
Well, I like Young Thug a lot, so I do find that part to be very upsetting. And I don't know really who YFN Lucci is or what his deal is, so I'm not too concerned, but I am concerned to know what it is Trump found out about her that's supposedly going to take her down.
First off, Lucci is the Every Day We Lit. You know
oh, okay. Yeah.
So,
I know that one.
Yeah, that's who he is. And then Donald Trump, I don't think he needs an introduction. I think that kind of speaks for itself. Well, she's allegedly sleeping with the special prosecutor, which the DA picks, as well as picking a budget for this person. Now, this is an issue because she allegedly allocated $650,000 tax dollars to go towards this special prosecutor, and that's a big issue if she's getting her back blown out by this man. If you could go ahead and read us some of the facts that kind of got herself into this sticky situation, no pun intended.
Willis hired special prosecutor Nathan Wade in November 2021 to assist her investigation into whether the Republican ex-president and others broke any laws as they tried to overturn his loss in the 2020 presidential election in Georgia. Since Trump and 18 others were indicted in August, Wade has led the team of lawyers Willis assembled to prosecute the case. Among the acts listed in the indictment was a January 2nd, 2021 phone call in which Trump urged fellow Republican Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger to help find the 11,780 votes needed to overturn his election loss to Democrat Joe Biden. Trump has pleaded not guilty, and his attorneys have said he was within his rights to challenge election results. The filing was the first time that Willis or Wade has directly addressed the allegations of a relationship in the nearly 4 weeks since they first surfaced in a filing by a defendant in the election case. In an affidavit accompanying the filing, Wade said that in 2022, he and the district attorney had developed a personal relationship in addition to their professional association and friendship.
That seems kind of troubling, and I can see where that would be a big issue. And also, what is this little thoughty DA doing? Allocating $650,000 taxpayer dollars to a special prosecutor just to get back shots.
Yeah, it also sounds like they're saying we're definitely having sex, but with a lot of legalese and extra steps.
Yeah, and not only that, I did read that they were using money for meetings to go on dates or vacations and things of that nature, and they were classifying it under business, which is also another.
It's like going out and getting drunk on the company dime and claiming it later.
Yeah, well, you want to go ahead and hit the audience with some more facts about this case and why she might be in some hot water?
The judge overseeing former President Trump's Georgia criminal case set the stage Monday for a high-stakes battle later this week over whether Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis should be disqualified for her relationship with a top prosecutor in the case. At a Monday proceeding, Judge Scott McAfee vowed to move ahead with an evidentiary hearing on Thursday, where he will weigh accusations by Trump and some of his co-defendants that the relationship constitutes a conflict of interest. I think it's possible that the facts alleged by the defendant could result in disqualification, the judge said. I think an evidentiary hearing must occur to establish the record on those core allegations. With the prospect of testimony from Willis and other prosecutors, and even Willis's father, the hearing is set to be a blockbuster moment in the case. McAfee will sort out weeks of barbs between the parties, with each side asserting the other is still making false representations about Willis's relationship with Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade. The judge insisted he would keep the hearing focused, suggesting that he would not hesitate to step in if defense counsel sought harassment or undue embarrassment for the prosecutors. I think the issues at point here are whether a relationship existed, whether that relationship was romantic or non-romantic in nature, when it formed, and whether it continues, McAfee said. And that's only relevant because it's in combination with the question of the existence and extent of any personal benefit conveyed as a result of that relationship. The effort to seek Willis's disqualification began after Mike Roman, a Trump 2020 campaign operative who is charged alongside Trump, first brought the relationship to light last month. Trump and other co-defendants later joined the efforts. On Monday, McAfee said he would defer decisions on whether Roman can subpoena Willis, Wade, and other district attorney staff to testify until the Thursday hearing. The district attorney's office is hoping to avoid testifying. Willis and Wade have acknowledged a personal relationship, but insist the relationship poses no professional conflict and that they were only friends when Wade was first hired to investigate Trump.
So that's just crazy to me, because realistically, I just don't see how they can go ahead and claim that it doesn't affect them. And I mean, mean, if she isn't sleeping with this special prosecutor, is he getting the $650,000 payday that he's getting? Even if you look at places that are much smaller and much less serious as far as like a role goes and not affecting other people's freedom, you know, if you're in an office and you're sleeping with so-and-so over here, you got to inform them, hey, there's a relationship here, da-da-da-da-da, especially if you're managing them. You know, if you're their manager, then there becomes a power dynamic.
It's interesting because if they do establish that there was a relationship before he was hired, it does beg the question, is the amount of money he received for prosecuting these cases or for attempting to find information, whatever it is he's been tasked to do, would the same person, if they weren't in that relationship, get that same amount of money? And I think I would tend to lean to no. It seems almost like a mafia type situation where it's a scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Most definitely. And $650,000 is much above the average for prosecutors at that level regardless. So it is kind of evident that she's picking favorites. But with that being said, Pickle, go ahead and hit the audience in the face with some more facts.
At Monday's proceeding, Roman attorney Ashley Merchant continued to contest those claims. Merchant told the judge Monday that Wade's former law partner, Terrence Bradley, would testify that Willis and Wade's personal relationship began prior to his hiring as a special prosecutor in the Trump case. Merchant also claimed that Wade previously said in divorce filings, under oath, that he had no outside relationship during his marriage, a direct contradiction to the affidavit he filed earlier this month acknowledging his relationship with Willis. We've got two declarations in two different courts, both sworn, both filed with the court, that say something completely different, Merchant said, claiming that Wade later altered the affidavit in his divorce case to assert his Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination. Fulton County prosecutors hit back, accusing the defense of making unfounded claims meant to draw negative media attention, asserting that Merchant's claims that Willis and Wade cohabited were false. Not one prosecutor with the district attorney's office appeared in person for the Monday hearing, a notable contrast to their usual procedure. The defense was not bringing new facts. The defense was not bringing you law. The defense was bringing you gossip, Special Prosecutor Anna Cross told the judge. And the state cannot, and the court should not, condone that practice. McAfee did, however, on Monday quash a subpoena for Wade's bank accounts and warned that his experience as a prosecutor would not be relevant to Thursday's hearing. Trump and some of his co-defendants have criticized Wade for having a lack of experience in handling complex criminal cases involving racketeering charges, also noting how he received hundreds of thousands of dollars for his work. In my mind, as long as a lawyer has a heartbeat and a bar card, McAfee said, then that lawyer's appointment is a matter within the district attorney's discretion.
I think that it kind of opens up a bunch of questions for people. I think the one on most people's mind is Trump just going to get his case dropped? Does this kind of put into question her reliability as far as being a DA, if she can keep things just strictly business, or if she muddies the waters too much and now that case is faulty? And then I think it also brings to mind other cases such as Young Thug. I think that if he loses, that just kind of means that the first move his lawyer is going to make is an appeal and kind of question, was she able or was she in the right to do what she did? And does this case as well need to be thrown out just as Trump's?
Yeah, any really, really well-paid rapper lawyer should definitely appeal that if it comes to light that this is true, and her credibility is definitely been called into question. It leads to a thought about people's freedom and just how far somebody will go for media attention. Just because somebody is famous or because they have money, that doesn't give you a right to put a target on their back so that you can elevate your own career. And maybe this is just some karma for going after people of fame or clout specifically to elevate your career.
Yeah, I mean, it is, as we've seen by her history, kind of obvious that she does kind of go for those bigger cases, the pretty cases that she could kind of present with a bow tie and everything, like a big gift to the government. And I mean, landing those big cases with big names does kind of put you on news covers and makes your name more known. It kind of just puts you out there and kind of pushes you towards a more public figure, someone with more power. And I think that she just messed up going for Trump and thinking that she had more power than she did, and she didn't realize how powerful Trump was going to be and how hard he could actually fight back and what kind of budget he was actually pushing. With that being said, let us know what you guys think about Fani Willis. You guys think that what she's doing is wrong? Do you think Thug's going down forever? Do you think the Trump case is going to get thrown out? Let us know all that down in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I'm Rugburn.
And I'm Pickled Landed.
And this is Tombstone Tourist.